You make me feel so.
So let's unlock this. Well, I love the fact that this has the custom paint, individual selection. As you can see, the paint is spectacular. The wheels is quite large. I love them. They have these headlight washers. The number plate is in a correct position, and it has quite the dynamic look of a luxury car. As you can see, well, the shark tail fin, that looks spectacular. The wheels, everything, it looks just phenomenal. And as we come here onto the back, I know there are a couple of damages up here, but still, as we come around the back, it looks phenomenal. Now let's hop inside and see what are the things that is available. So let me just hop in. Now, as you can see, let me just switch on the car because it's boiling here. Okay, so this is the BMW 740 Li. It has got the digital displays, the full digital displays. As you can see, they are like when you change the modes, they change with them. Eco Pro, all the things turn blue, and the speed is given till 120. You can increase the speed, but then again it will come back to the normal mode. So now going into Comfort Plus and Comfort, both have the same dials. Comfort Plus does soften the suspension a bit on the better side, if you see that. Then on Comfort, it is like stiffen a bit, the same way like in Comfort Plus, but the Comfort is more towards the driving side. Now going into Sport, I've configured this in the dynamic driving, since the drivetrain will only be active, more responsive sort of, but the chassis will be on the Comfort mode. And when you go in Sport Plus, it puts the chassis in Sport, which is a bit lower, and the drivetrain is much more responsive. The traction control goes off immediately, and it has the iDrive system, but it lacks the gesture control which you see in the modern BMWs. Here on the right hand side, you have all the headlights and the heads-up display, everything, lane keep assist. You've got your mirror controls and your window controls for the rear sun visor. I don't know what you say that. And you've got a plenty good amount of storage unit up here. There you've got the button for the boot and the hood in the front. Now here in the front, you've got all your settings for the multimedia, radio, telephone, navigation, office, and connected drive, vehicle information and settings. So this is pretty nice. It helps you to put things according to your convenience. So yeah, let's see what's in the middle. So if you see here, you've got the iDrive control over here, and the sport selection, the traction control, the cameras for the parking sensors, the handbrake and stuff. In the center console, you've got a pretty much very small center console, I would say. Even if you fit like iPhone, here I've got my iPhone 8 Plus, even if you fit it in here, it's probably like sticking out a bit from here. And this does come with a wireless charging option, but this one does not have it. It has for the smaller phones, if you have in here you've got a boot switch which you can lock, since if you give your car in valet, you can switch lock the boot from here, and lock this whatever vault, you can say, through this key. You have a manual key in here. This will help you lock out the car for valet. so you can take the manual key and you know, go whatever in the restaurant or stuff. So let's the seats are pretty nice. You've got a pretty good sunroof. If you see, it's not fully automatic. Yes, there's the CCTV camera. So you've got a single sunroof. You've got the sun visors with you know, lights up there, and yes, pretty much this. Alright, so in total here we have got 3 CD changers. Here up front you can see one of them right here. Another one you have it down here with 6 CD changers. You know, on the driver's side also, the door has quite big door pockets and fit like 1 liter bottles and plus like 500 ml bottles. You've got a nice glove box, you know, to keep your stuff. Got some stuff in there. The rear view is nice. You can remove the rear visor from this side and like lock the windows and stuff. The lights here pretty nice, not bad for like good visibility at night. So this one also does come you know, the driver's side. Okay, so I just came down to the back seat and oh my god, you've got loads of leg room right here. Like this seat is pushed all the way back, and you know, you still got like pretty much good leg room. And this one, if you don't have someone sitting in the front, you can push it entirely forward and look at the leg space. It is ginormous. Here you have got you know, AC vent, you know, this Bang & Olufsen sound system. This is, I think, a 16 speaker system. And here in the center console over here, let me just talk about this first. So you can remove the rear sun visor from here, just like that, and control both the sun shades from here. You know, just remove those, or you know, open your windows and stuff. Here you've got you know, TV screen or whatever, rear infotainment system to be correct. And you know, you can control the front as well from here. So everything is controlled from here. You can you know, pretty much do everything. Rear display settings, everything, climate in here. Back in the center console you have got this nice AC vent, and here also you can see there's a CD changer. So in total you've got you know, 3 CD changers in here. So both the passengers have infotainment screens, and exactly like in the front, this also has the iDrive controller right here. You've got a nice storage unit over here to store something if you want. And in the back, if you see, let's just remove this, and here is the magic. You've got your own refrigerator. Oh my god, there's this silk, dairy milk silk over here. I don't know who kept that. Probably would be mine. I forgot. Then you know, pretty much everything you have it in here. So you know, your seat controls would be here on the side. If you cannot see, here it is. And here you've got your rear, you know, cup holders or whatever you can store in here. On the back side also you've got the storage pockets, which are pretty large and like have a Alcantara finish to them. I know the car's a bit dirty, but one of the greatest things I like about this car is the soft close doors. Like you just give it a slight push and you know, the doors automatically close. Here you've got this you know, mirror to look into yourself. Sorry, my hair is a bit messy, you know. So here also you've got your AC vents. The lights here are pretty nice. You can adjust them according to your you know, whatever you need is. So I'll just switch this off, and yes, pretty much this is the car. I'm going to show you the boot and the engine as well, so stay tuned. Let me just switch off these in rear infotainment screens. Yes, now I'll just hop out, you know, switch off the car. As you can see, like the soft closed doors. just give it a slight push and they sucks itself inside. The car is really really dirty. So let me just open the boot and the hood. Here's the button for the boot, and here you've got the hood. So I'm just gonna switch off the engine here, and yes, that makes that beep sound. That's really irritating. So yes, oh my god, it didn't open. Okay, why the hell isn't it opening? Okay, all right, so the car has to be on, so I'm just going to open it by the key. Here, if you long press this button on the key fob, it'll open. Wait a second. So I'm just going to show you the engine on this beast. And yes, so this has hydraulics to hold this, and this is a twin turbo V12 engine. As you can see, like these six whatever you can say, pretty much this. So from there, this twin turbo engine produces about 600 horsepower and like 700 newton meters of torque. So it's pretty much very powerful car. For in usage in India, I would totally recommend this for the price point it has. So yes, pretty much. And this has got the heads-up display, so it's pretty nice if you like buy this car. So yeah, pretty much this is the BMW 740 Li. Okay, so now I figured it out. When I was showing you this feature on this one, I just put it locked so that it won't open. So that's why. Now if we press this button over there, the boot opens. So it's not pretty much a large boot, just because you have the refrigerator down there. Here you've got your manuals and the booklets. It's ginormous, and I won't read it anytime soon. So yes, pretty much this is one thing. You've got holders for your groceries and stuff, and the best thing is you've got electronically closed doors on the boot. So pretty much this is the car, and as you can see in the front, you've got the Mercedes-Benz Maybach S500, which I'm going to review right now. So yes, pretty much this was the thing. This is the beast. So I'm going to end my video here. Please drop a like, and please do share, subscribe, and comment down below. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out. Alright guys, so I'm just taking this BMW 740 Li on a short drive, as you can say, like whatever, just to see how it performs as a daily driver, just exactly like that. So I don't know if you can see the rear view camera. It's very nice. It shows the guidelines, like where the car will be going when you turn the steering wheel, according to that. So yeah, pretty much this is one of the best rear view cameras. It does have this 360 view, but this one does a better job. The side mirrors make you see great view of the car. Yeah, so this is one thing. So yeah, the suspension is pretty soft, to be driven on daily daily roads, like smooth roads. It's phenomenal, but on a bit of you can say like a bit of damaged roads would not make much difference in the ride, since it has the air suspension, which lowers or increases the height, if you say that. So yeah, it has the heads-up display. That's very good, you know, at night or even at the daytime. If you are not using the headlights, it you know, remains white in color, and as you switch on the headlights, it goes, you know, to orangish colors. So yeah, so I'm just going to take a U-turn, and this is not like a full comprehensive review. I've made other videos about that. This is just to see the, you know, how it's driven, or like how's the experience of driving it on, you know, daily roads while going to the office or something, you know, using it as a daily car. You know, I know most of the people will not be using a 7 series as a daily driver, but still, you know, for the people who are watching this, I do recommend buying this car. It's really great. I love the engine, I love the response of the engine. You know, even on the comfort mode, it's quite good, not questionable at all, you know. So that's great about the car. The acceleration is pretty nice. If you see, when I put it in sport mode, it you know, does not lower the suspension, just you know, activates, you know, much more sharpens the drivetrain output performance, what you can say it as. So yes, this is a lovely car, and you know, the sport dials are like very, you know, sort of turns red, and you know, makes you feel the power of the car. You know, the wheel spin, the, you know, traction is great on this car. You know, safety features, everything is much more refined and sharper, if you say that correctly. Refinement on this car is not that great, you know, accordingly, like the price point. Refinement has to be taken care of, and like, yeah, the visibility is pretty great. I love that. You know, in daily traffics, you have to, you know the dimensions of your car. In any car, this is not particularly for this one, but for any car, it does have the auto start stop. I'll just switch that off, but in sport mode, it does not go to the auto start stop. I'm just going to return to comfort mode. So yeah, and you know, the speaker rises when you're not using when you're using the multimedia. I've like switched on the radio, so you know, the sound on this thing, yeah, that's the Maybach S500, the one I reviewed. Well, that's in white. I reviewed the blue one, which I had at home. So yeah, this is a really nice car, by the way. Like, both of them are pretty nice. I love both of them. I'll just take a U-turn from here. The traffic in Mumbai, I don't know if all the people would be able to drive this car in the traffic conditions. You know, it's not everyone's cup of tea, if you say that correctly. In the traffics, it might be a bit hard to handle for some people, because you know, it is quite large, about, I don't know, like 5 meters or 4 meters or something like that. I've not read the manuals, you know, thoroughly, but yeah, still. All right, that was the director of Padmavat. And yes, this I would you know, I would recommend, just, you know, enjoy this video, just drop a like, and hope to see you next time. Just enjoy the ride. I'm just going to turn on, you know, the radio for you to check out the music sound, if you say.
And you're listening to 94.3 Radio 1 Mumbai.
So yes, the bass on this thing is phenomenal, like absolutely phenomenal. trust me, the music system is absolutely great for like music lovers. If you love a lot of sound and music, you don't need to install anything like further, like even on premium cars some people do install some amplifiers or something sticky like that, sticky, if you can say that correctly.